didn't want to be part of it because I didn't want people to see me make mistakes.
You know, I find out things about Daphne through her blog that I never knew.
I can see them in their mind being like, oh, I know so much about this guy and he doesn't even know it.
Actually, it's kind of fun. I like it.
Certain aspects of child raising.
I'm still struggling to figure that out. Hi, this is John. I am the husband of Heather, who publishes Deuce.com. And I've finally been given, after a little struggle, the camera to which to film an episode where I get to talk about the awkwardness, the social situations that, and professional situations that make being married to and part of someone's life who writes online a little interesting and sometimes less than savory. Heather and I got together about 6 months after she started her blog. The problem problems came when she started writing a little more personally than I was comfortable with. There have been those moments where I can see in the person that I'm meeting, I know that when I say I'm Jon Armstrong, they go, yes. And I can see them in their mind being like, oh, I know so much about this guy and he doesn't even know it. How do you, gentlemen of Momversation, how do you deal with the awkwardness?
John, thanks for the opening message. Good to see you. Good to see you sober. When it comes to the awkwardness around my wife's blog, well, first of all, Maggie had her blog before we started dating, so I kind of knew what I was getting into up front. I was happy when she started using my actual name on the website, which took a year or two, so that was nice.
You know, it's funny, when this all started, Beck was blogging, but she had a different blog. I think the initial awkwardness that I had was just the fact that here was my life. Or even in the beginning, my life with Rebecca really wasn't talked about online. I really put my foot down. I didn't want to be part of the blog. I really wanted to stay private.
I'm used to her talking about me, my friends, family, whatever. She doesn't get into sexuality very much. That's just not her shtick.
One of the things I didn't really understand about Rebecca was that she was not embarrassed. You talk about not having a filter. She does not have a filter. I, too, do not have a filter, but it's about other things. And the things that I don't have a filter about certainly don't get broadcast over the internet.
The worst sort of awkward situation came when she had written a rant about me groping her. I think as a heterosexual man, that's a good thing. I am attracted to my wife. However, it's a little different when millions of people know that you're doing that. You're sort of like, okay, that's great, yes. Well, she lies.
You seem uncomfortable about groping your wife. You should relax. We're all comfortable with it, as long as you don't videotape it.
You know, I find out things about Daphne through her blog that I never knew. You know, about her relationship with her mother and how she feels about certain aspects of child raising. It's like, I have to go online to find out this?
The turning point for me when I became comfortable with being in the blog was when I became comfortable in our relationship. We were married and parented quickly, and we didn't really have a chance to get to know each other. And we got to know each other through our marriage and through being parents. And I was apprehensive about the whole relationship and about if we were going to make it and if we were going to last and were we being good parents and all this stuff. And I think that is where I got very nervous. And I didn't want to be part of it because I didn't want people to see me make mistakes.
Initially, I was very concerned about our daughter, but I think that was just me being uptight, and I had to let go.
I just had one rule that was like to leave my kids out of it.
Maggie and I have a kind of a similar rule. We think about 13 or 14-year-old Hank. And we think whatever we write, whatever pictures we put online or video, his friends when he's 13 are going to find it, and we shouldn't give them too much ammunition. I'm not that intimidated by her notoriety or her fame. I'm intimidated by her intellect. She's smarter than me.
I've actually gotten that before as a question that, you know, your wife is very successful and you're sort of, you quit your day job to help your wife with the business. You know, is that weird for you? And it's like, no, I'm not at all. I'm proud of her and proud of what she's accomplished. I think it's great.
This is how she expresses herself, and this is how she connects to other adults, and it seems like she's doing a good job.
In a lot of ways, Heather's a huge inspiration to me, and the website has changed our family in great ways. Heather's success has changed our family, and I'm happy to support her. I'm thrilled for her, and I think if there's anything I could change about her website, it's the stress that it gives her. I wish that there was something I could do to make it less stressful for her. And also, I probably should be having a lot of bourbon with these. I should be drinking a lot more bourbon. Bourbon makes everything better.
Join the Momversation at momversation.com.